Okay, now today I wanted to, number one, show you this trailer, show you this sizzle for Runner's High, a documentary that I'm working on that I'm very proud of. But I also wanted to just cover a couple of updates, right? I haven't been really posting very much on this channel in the past year, and the reason for that is because we're kind of going through an identity transformation at Cottonmouth Media. We have a new website. We're really more focused on just creating super high quality cinematic stories and really sticking to the documentary nonfiction style of storytelling and elevating the cannabis industry through that and helping bring cannabis storytelling to the mainstream. So we have several original documentaries that we are working on: Cannabis Jiu-Jitsu, Becoming Bradley, Fucking High, as well as Runner's High. Anyways, all of that being said, in this video, I want to focus on the documentary I'm creating called Runner's High. It's a feature-length documentary, which has transformed from a short, featuring a guy named Dan LaMorte. And Dan is a comedian based in New York City who used to be 350 pounds and now he's 180 pounds. So he lost, about 170, 180 pounds over the course of, a couple of years by consuming cannabis and going on long runs. So he is now an ultra marathon runner and runs, 40, 50, 60 mile races. And I actually filmed him attempting his first 100-mile race. So he's going through quite a transformation. I've been filming with him for a couple of years, and it just all started with a cold email to Dan because I was fascinated by his story. All right, I will stop blabbing and I will just let the video speak for itself, and here is the sizzle for Runner's High.
Shit, maybe there's some potential in this to be more than just my weight loss story.
Dan LaMorte, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. It hasn't been the easiest path to this race. This started on a hospital bed at 354 pounds with a fatty liver. There's just something about the idea of pushing yourself a little bit further than the distance people already think is a hard distance to push. Why not do something a little crazier than just a marathon? When I got into the 350s, I remember telling myself I was never gonna lose the weight. I pretty much told people to stop harassing me about it. I was like, this is it. I'm pretty committed. This is the life now. You could find yourself into certain depressed funks when you're that heavy. It's hard not to, the body issues that you have, how people see you, confidence issues. You find yourself feeling negative towards yourself, and that leads to outwards negative emotions. So a lot of what around you tends to be negative. So you start losing weight and you start looking better, you start feeling better, you notice the things around you get better too.
If I knew how many people were gonna tell me I look like a completely different person, I would have committed so many crimes along the way. Yeah, when I was 23, I weighed 354 pounds and lived at home with my parents. And now I'm 26, weigh 175 pounds and still live at home with my parents. So half of me moved out, half of me moved out.
I felt like I lost all the weight, and then I was able to gain this other happiness in life. Because I put myself through that and was able to find more happiness, it was like I attracted more happiness. It started with the decision to, hey, let me get a little healthier, and then it's led into this snowball effect of like, well, let's see what else this could do for life, because now I feel like I'm actually growing as the person I possibly am meant to be, or at least in the right direction. And the weight loss was the first step. It's like you got to shed that shell to really see what's underneath.
Please let me know what you think in the comments. I'd appreciate it. All right.